In the early 60s, the AP contract did not allow women to go out and cover stories at night. You could not go out in the city at night. And so the night that Robert Kennedy was assassinated, I was in the bureau and I could not go out to the hospital. Others went, and I wrote the story, helped write the story in the bureau. I covered part of the Sirhan trial, and that was my entree into trials. That was how it all began, and I always say that timing had a lot to do with it because history was on my side. Big things happened right after I got to Los Angeles. The Kennedy assassination being the first one. That was 1968. And then 1969, Sharon Tate and her friends were murdered in Beverly Hills, and that became my story. And the Manson trial was the story that put my career in the direction it was going, because I covered it alone for a year. It was one of the biggest stories ever. I did not know then how historic it was, because history is seen in retrospect, but it was huge, and I was the byline on it. And once that happened, then other trials started happening, and the AP realized that I was becoming an expert. And so I went on from there to cover the Angela Davis trial in San Jose, the Pentagon Papers trial of Daniel Ellsberg. I remember the day that Patty Hearst was kidnapped, a voice went out across the newsroom, "Oh, wow, another trial for Linda to cover." And it became like that. I went to most of the JAWS conferences and watched the group evolve. A lot of people are very nostalgic about the original JAWS and wish that it could go back to being that. We were not political, we had no speakers, we just got together. And it was quite wonderful. But times change, and a lot more people wanted to become involved, and it became more organized. And it's what it is now, which is really wonderful in its own way. We get to meet a lot of people we wouldn't have seen otherwise. I do mentoring with some of the people. We present programs. There have always been important people involved with JAWS, and as it went along, we began to have speakers.